Hi everyone, Terry Kiggins here, your energy therapist. Today's wellness tip is just an overall blanket, all-encompassing umbrella, a reminder for you to make time for your self-care. The events of this week with my family has brought us all to pause. You know what they say. You only get together for weddings and funerals. Well, again, we were together for a funeral. This is the third funeral we've had in 1 year. All funerals have been for my aunties. All of those aunts were sisters to one another. And the visitation we were at the other night, that auntie of mine, came from a huge family. Okay, there were 15 of them. So they ranged, there was like a 20-year or better gap between the oldest and the youngest. The youngest passed away. She's only a couple of years older than I am. That always makes you stop and think, to reflect. Life is long, especially when you're a kid, you're a teenager, you want to grow up, you want to get going, you want to do all that grown-up stuff. And once you get into being a grown-up, then all of a sudden life starts speeding up. So many things take priority, and you tend to get lost in yourself, in your life, in taking care of everyone else and everything else, and jobs and careers and mortgages and all of these things. But when it comes to the weddings and the funerals, and you're seeing more funerals than you are weddings, it makes me stop and think, that could have been me, but it's not. I've lived a very different life than most of them. However, I'm here to remind you today, with love and care, that as you're tied up in all that craziness of life, and I've said it before, make sure you take time for self-care. I'll try and get this to focus a little bit better. Balance as best you can. We all have different life circumstances. So I know you're working crazy, you're taking care of kids, you're doing all this, that, and the other thing, but keep the stress level down. So many of our chronic illnesses are based in cortisol, in stress level, in inflammation that is due to stress. So do the best you can. And I'm saying do the best you can, given your circumstances, your life, what you're going through. Do the best you can to take time for self-care. A 5-minute walk, okay? 5 minutes of just quiet time. Close the doors, don't let the kids near, don't get rid of the phone. But also be mindful of the time you're spending on your phone, your social media, and just burning time, TV. Be careful of your posture. All of these things can create more stress than you intend them to. You think it's fun and whatever, but it can raise those inflammation markers and bring on other illnesses too. Probably not right away. A lot of this hits us later in life, beyond 45 or 50, depending on your genetic markers, of course. But it just brings to mind for me to remind you and myself, because I'm as guilty of this as anyone else, burning the candle at both ends. Take time for yourself, please. You are unique. You're a loving human being that is treasured and valued in this lifetime, or your spirit, your soul would not have chosen to come here. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being part of my world and my life. And please take the care you need for yourself. Do the best you can with your diet, given circumstances, money, all that happy jazz. Take it all into consideration and look at the big picture too. Look at all of things and how they can affect you. People, places, things, social media, the news, all of these big picture things on how they may be affecting you, because your emotions can drive so many of these inflammation markers, and just how you feel. It can drive depression and anxiety. You don't need that stuff. It's not good for you, and it certainly doesn't make you feel happy. And we should be here happy, enjoying our time here, enjoying the people we're spending this lifetime with. So take some time, even if it's, oh, here I go, a text to say hi to a friend. How you doing? Thought I'd check in. A 10-minute phone call. I have got a little bit of time, but I wanted to call you quick just to hear your voice. Check in with those people who matter to you, and to those charitable organizations that matter to you. Take a look at your job. Does it matter to you? Are you dreading going to work? All of these things, it gives you your quality of life. Where will you be at the end of it? You've heard the old adage, nobody on their deathbed said they wish they would have spent more time at the office. This is truer than you know. So remember, carve yourself out an awesome life. You've still got time, and it's totally up to you. Take your heart chakra and your logical mind. Take a moment, especially during the Sagittarius full moon, to take a look and how do you feel about how things are going? How is it progressing? Is this even the direction you want to go? Do you want these people in your life, or maybe you just need to cut back a little bit? Maybe not quite so many visits or so much communication. It's a great time to stop and reflect and maybe revisit how you want to go forward and how you want to be in your world and to present yourself in everybody else's world. So self-care is the message that I have for you this week, because, the future isn't here, the past is gone, today is the present, and that's all you have. That is the present, the gift that the universe gives to you every day. And always, if anything else, at the end of your day, before you go to bed, you lay your head down on that pillow for the night, count your blessings. Always strive to move forward and do better and fulfill your dreams, but never forget about what you're thankful for and what you have today. Be grateful and be excited for what's in your future. But take good care of your mental and physical and spiritual health so that you can enjoy every step of the way and all those wonderful souls and spirits that join you along this path. That's the message I have for you this week, you guys. Thank you much for being here with me, for hanging out with me this week. Please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell down there so that you don't miss a video when it comes due. But really share this with everyone. Someone else may need to hear this message. Loss is a part of life, the rebirth and the death part of it. It's all part of that cycle. And I believe a portion of that is to remind us of who we are, why we're here, and really how we should be approaching this one lifetime we have in this particular earth plane. Take every moment you can, enjoy it, have a blast, but don't get hurt, and try and stay as healthy as you can. Thank you guys. Have a fantastic week, and thank you for being here with me today. Take care. Bye-bye.